Hello everyone, Yin Yang Total War here, and welcome back to another episode of Unofficial Realcy Campaigns. This will be the last of these for at least a week or two, so I wanted to bring you something extra special today by showing you one of the workshop's greatest hidden gems. While it is not particularly hard to find this one, you will need a combination of mods to get this campaign really going. Utilizing the power of Mixer as well as Yin Yang the Sea Dragon, in addition to the Jade Sea Pirates submod, you will be ready to start a different kind of high seas adventure than any other faction that has been released so far. With a totally unique roster, original lords, and access to shipbuilding, these pirates are ready to bring terror to the Cathayan coast and possibly take their mighty fleet home to conquer the lands of Nippon. Looking at the faction effects, and they are fairly generic, but we'll look at them anyway. Income from raiding is an extra 25%, which will definitely come in handy. Pirate crew growth will get a bump across the faction. You will also get additional income from ports and 2 additional global recruitment capacity. As their leader, Zhang Shi, you will get access to shipbuilding, additional pirate crew growth, and reload time reduction, which will definitely come in handy. Finally, you will benefit from melee damage and charge bonus damage for all of your Nipponese units. So, without further ado, let's get started. And kicking things off, you can see that you're going to be in a bit of a unique start. If you remember the Jade Sea start, it's very similar, minus the fact that there's not a bunch of fleets over here, which is good for us. You're going to be south of Ihan if you are using the Immortal Empires expanded mod. You're going to be southeast of Fuchao, which is the territory of Egmont von Hue. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If you are using the Marienburg mod. If you're not using that mod, I believe that this falls back into the hands of the Eastern Provinces. Speaking of the Eastern Provinces, they're going to own Liju, Li Temple, and Shi Wu. That's going to be to your southwest, and further inland is going to be the usual suspects. Although the Nanchang Basin, I can't remember if that's vampire counts in the vanilla game. In my game, it's going to be the Dynasty of the Damned and the Curse of Nanchang splitting that province, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you're looking at it. So, how do you want to get this campaign going? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to deal with your disloyal admiral over here. Unfortunately, even though he shares the same last name as you, he has no loyalty to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to use him to go ahead and smack Egmont in his face. It is going to be a valiant defeat, however, just because, I mean, he's legendary lord and you're just some random guy. So, Egmont is he is a Tzeentchian cultist, unbeknownst to him apparently, but he does have Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch as well as Marauders of Tzeentch. But what is his most devastating unit is going to be this land ship right here. The land ship is a wooden version of the steam tank. So we're not going to fight this battle because we don't want these units and we don't want this lord. So we're going to auto-resolve this. For some reason, one of our units is going to survive.
Get us out of here!
That's fine. Personally, I don't care which one you replace it with. But just for the sake of it, let's go with the other member of the Zhang clan, Zhang Kojiro. Now, Zhang Kojiro, we're going to get rid of that. Thank you. Zhang Kojiro does not have a loyalty bar, so we have officially fixed that flaw. We are going to disband him, though, because we do not need him at this very moment.
Admiral of the fleet.
As you can see, Zhang Shi is going to be starting with a skill point to spend. You don't even have to fight a battle for it. But what she also has is the, oh gosh, why am I forgetting his name? The Lord Magistrate's skill tree. So, Now some of it is going to be a little bit different. Obviously she has a yellow line that she can go down, a real yellow line, not just this. She is also going to have a pretty standard blue and red line. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with Route Marcher, make sure she can get as far as she can. And while it might seem like the right move to go straight for Eggman and fight him, we are not going to go for Fu Chao right now. We're going to instead go for the easy target, Li Zhu. Oh, let's do that. And hardly our most rousing speech, but you don't really need to give rousing speeches when you're a pure badass like Zhang Shi is, right? So looking out, if you guys recall this battlefield, it was the same battlefield where we fought a kaiju during our Jade Sea, or not Jade Sea, our Eastern Provinces playthrough. And looks like the first shots have been fired. They do have a little bit better range than us, but that's okay. Ours is a lot more devastating, I assure you.
Under fire!
And it does look like they're starting to close in. So it's time to send the Jade Sea Spears, or Yariashigaru, whatever you want to call them, straight into battle, and there we go. Loving it. And again, I can't tell if my guys are just bigger than their guys or if we're fighting them on a hill, but it does look like we're bigger. I'll have to take a look at that with my resize mod, see if I can adjust that a little bit. Because there's no lore that says Nipponese people are bigger than Tippayans or anything like that. Good lord, everybody's just getting destroyed out here. And it looks like we're at a pretty bad angle to really get much shots off. That was my bad. But it does appear that our enemies are starting to flee already. It's only a matter of time, and there goes the big break. So I will see you guys back on the campaign map. And a decisive victory for us. And we have our usual options that you have with the Vampire Coast. So while it would be ideal to go ahead and raise this, especially in terms of infamy, what we're going to do instead is we're going to establish Pirate Cove. Get us some of that money rolling in, right? Gonna build that.
Admiral of the fleet.
And we are temporarily stuck inland.
All of aboard.
Oh.
Admiral of the fleet.
We'll give her that. And let's start recruiting. We can't build anything quite yet. We don't have the growth for it. So
The
get
seas
some
are
of these
mine.
guys and we'll keep on rolling. So looking at the technology tree, what we are going to have is pretty much going to be the same kind of thing. It's going to, however, include your units, so you don't have to worry about zombies, right? You don't have to worry about anything like that at all. You're just going to be able to rely on your actual units, although you can recruit some of the units from the Vampire Coast as well. It's not going to be Jade Sea Pirates mixed in with zombies. It's just going to be Jade Sea Pirates. So Admiral's Astrolabe is what we're going to go for because I want that immunity to storm and reef attrition. And then we'll probably hit the other two and get salvage crews last, I think. Well, we might do salvage crews next. But regardless, that's not going to matter. Finally, you can do the Pieces of 8 and the treasure map, but those are all on the opposite side of the world. Do we really want to worry about that? Not really.
Sea dog.
All right, and looking up at Bai Chai, we're going to, Bai Chai, we're going to go ahead and start making it easier to get our infantry, although we're probably not going to be using Beichai very much, just because this is mostly going to be a straight go for the gold kind of campaign.
I have sailed the world.
And something else that you want to consider when you're playing with these guys is and I know everybody plays a little bit differently, but you want to build tall with these guys. They don't have a whole lot of variety, and they're just not really the Empire kind of people, at least until you get to Nippon, where you can really build up your own safe haven, because nobody's coming for you over there. And if they do, it will probably be a nightmare for them. Especially when you're considering the fact that there's and we haven't run into them yet, but there is going to still be the kaiju out here in the oceans.
Serve for eternity.
So, I'm going to hit the end turn button. And what we'll probably do is, much like our Rot Blood campaign, once we get to a point where this campaign is mostly traveling to the battles, because we're on the ocean, it's going to be a lot of that. What I will do is I will just montage our way through. We'll hit a couple battles, and then we'll do a big, final battle. Well, at least hopefully it'll be a big final battle. And when we land on Nippon, because that's going to be the end goal, we're going to go back home and take the islands for ourselves. So, I do hope that you guys are going to enjoy this one. I know that Jade Sea Pirates don't have a very cool, flashy, legendary lord. They don't really have much in the way of monsters, but it is a very cool faction, especially if you're a fan of the Waco Pirates from, Chinese history. So,
Ahoy! I will obey.
oh, and I didn't mean to make that move, but that's okay. We'll just go up and around,
The wind will come.
because our next target is going to be Fuchao. And let's keep recruiting while we're at it. And I believe next turn we'll be ready to build another army. Well, not another army, but build a building in here so that we can have different kinds of troops, which will be great for us. Let's see if there's anything else that we want to touch on. Infamy, we're not really going to be playing the Infamy game, but there it is in case you were curious about it. Horrors of the Deep, like I said, the kaiju are still going to be in, but they are not going to be against you unless you give them a reason to be, right? The offices, I haven't really been able to do anything with the offices during my time, just because I believe that you have to have loyalty, and these guys aren't really concerned with loyalty, as you can see. So, with all that said, I think this is the point where we'll begin our montage, and I will see you guys in the next battle. Enjoy. And it looks like Eggman wants to come straight for us instead of waiting for us to come to him, which is just fine with me. It is going to be a hellish battle, and it might be the end of our campaign. So let's get into it. And it looks like the first volleys have been fired in this exchange. Eggman has brought his troops to the swamp to trap us, and what makes for a pretty solid plan. He is relying on his land ship, and he really believes that he can win this. too bad for him that he is more of a strategist than a fighter, because his lack of battle experience is going to be what turns against him in this battle. He is not ready for men who fight in the style of orcs. And as you guys can hear from the way that my guys roar, they like to fight like that. So, and there she goes now. She doesn't care that they're shooting at her. She's here for it. And behind her come the Yari Ashigar. I mean, the Jade Sea Pirates. That's what I mean. They even run like the Yari, though. Come on. All right, so I'm going to do something that I don't usually do, which is look at some stats here. As you can see, the Jade Sea Pirates with spears have bonsai, which causes terror and makes you unbreakable as long as you are charging. That will really help in these flanking maneuvers, which they also have devastating flanking, right? So what do you think is going to happen when we roll down on these units? And just like I do in my Rome campaign, I love doing that flanking roll, taking out the entire line, and it's already almost over for them. Fortunately for them, they do have the Zinch warriors who are going to hold out a little bit longer, but their shields are already gone. They're just fighting like, well, like normal. No advantage here. And all they've really got left is this steamship. And it's not steamship, landship. And there it goes. Not the most glorious of animations, but it does do something pretty cool, which is push out all these Marines. Again, it's not going to save them though, so, you know, that's just how it is, unfortunately. And over the hill, you can see that the enemy's reinforcements are coming in. Unfortunately, they are unaware at this point that their lord has been defeated, but I am sure that they are becoming very well aware now. Falling back to try to regroup before they make their final stand. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate timing, really. Had they arrived a little bit sooner, they might have made the difference, but now it's just going to be too late. And breaking immediately, it's just, guys, there's just not much that they can really do on this. Hopping back now, here goes Shang-Chi and her retinue. It's pretty obvious that with the fall of their, is that an arrow hanging out of her? Oh no, it looks like it disappeared. With the fall of their leader, they have nothing left in the game. and it does appear that the mass route has begun. So, as usual, I will see you guys back on the campaign map. And Eggman had a fantastic plan, but unlike that, unlike what he thought was going to happen, it just didn't work out. You know what they say, all plans are good until you get punched in the face. Or is that everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face? But regardless, we have 15% army replenishment. These guys have seen the error in their ways and wish to join the crew. So let's have them on.
The Emperor.
And we're going to fight this battle as well. We're going up against the remaining soldiers from the last army that tried. You can see how many soldiers they have left. Clearly, they just didn't have the stomach for it, and now their trouble has followed them home. So, let's kill them. And looking out at the city of Fuchao, you can see that these Marienburgers have decided to be brave and not hide behind their walls, but come out and fight us. Now, they do have a favorable position up on the hill, but they don't have artillery to defend their position, and so we're going to force them from that hill. That said, it is still going to be an uphill battle for us, and when I say that, I don't mean that it's going to be uphill difficult. It's literally going to be uphill. They're coming down at us. So looking at our own forces, we have our rifles here, and we have a powerful front line of well, they're just called Jade Sea Pirates, but they're the equivalent of 3 company militia, right? Here comes their archer fire. Oh, and you can see their arch lector putting in that work. But now he's fighting the Pirate Queen herself. It's just not going to work out in his favor. Right? Looking out across the battlefield, you can see that they're already starting to turn and run. Some of them are sticking around, but ooh, getting that charge in on them. And it does appear to be over, so I'm going to let this play out, but I'll see you back on the campaign map. Another decisive victory, and we are left with quite the choice. We could establish another pirate cove, which was the original intent, or we could subjugate, which I will gladly do. Unless... can I do both?
Admiral of the fleet.
I guess we'll find out next turn. And we'll actually skip this battle. We know how it's going to go.
Pistols and cutlasses ready.
Cathay will reclaim us.
And we can have it both ways. Look at that. All right, back to the montage. And that's right, folks. We are going to be ending on a Skaven battle. Probably didn't see that one coming, but you never really do. And it looks like we're going to lose this, which is fine. I don't care. We're not going to lose. But what I want to do is build a battering ram just to get in easier, because you guys know I don't like to use the ladder feature. It just feels cheesy. Unless you're using ninjas or something, then I'll let it slide. Skaven probably too. But everyone else, you don't get a pass. Even our Nipponese friends. And we'll continue the siege. Let's go with command crews, and then we'll do one more turn, and we will end this campaign. So guys, I do hope that you have enjoyed this campaign, and of course, as always, I will be dropping the links to the mods that you need in the description. I strongly suggest using Immortal Empires Expanded, as it is just so much fun. It opens up so much more that you can do. And with a mod like this, right?
Are we all shipshape and ready to parley?
I don't care. But that is another faction. So with mods like these, you can really make your own story, right? Is Jiangxi, did she want to be the pirate queen, or was she forced into this life when her homeland was taken from her? You can create all kinds of stories when you're not relying solely on the lore and just playing in the world. And even though we like to be a loreful channel here, that doesn't mean that everyone has to play my way. Right? So let's do it. Let's take the northern island of Nippon back once and for all, kicking the Eshin out of this land. And I'll see you on the battle map.
Yes!
And the Battle of Mizushima begins in earnest. Now, something that some of you guys might think is a little silly, but that I really don't like to do, is I hate using the ladders. I was using them, you know, because it's gameplay mechanics, but then I thought, why am I doing that? So I would much rather take more losses and lose up and really struggle to get into the city than just pop ladders out of my ass, unless it's lawful for a faction to be able to climb walls, and then I'll just pretend the ladders didn't exist, right? you know, if I had Ninja, or I'll give it to Skaven, they can climb walls. But most armies, I'm not going to be doing that.
The wretches hide from us!
Now, one thing that I wish that we did have was some archers, because our missiles are just not getting it done. There goes their gate. And the battle has begun. And something that I definitely underestimated was the power of the warp flame, or the warp fire cannons. Not cannons, the flamethrowers, geez. They get us in this nasty crossfire, and there's not a whole lot that we can really do about it, unfortunately. And I will definitely give it to the Skaven here. They put up one hell of a fight at the entry to their city. Here they go again, hitting us with that warp fire. And devastating. But never fear, because Zhang Shi and her elites have breached the walls, and it is time for this Skaven to die. Here they come. And there's Zhang Shi now, cutting them down one by one, two by two.
Enough! Baby, we run!
I won't fight it! I agree!
And it looks like it is about time for, well, where'd he go? I thought this is when Zhang Shi would fight the Master Assassin, but I suppose not. There he goes, running away with his tail between his legs.
Should we run? Flee? They are here!
And they did their best to stop us, but now we are in the city, and it's only a matter of time before we take them. trying to escape by concealing himself amongst our own troops. It's not going to work, though. And it appears that the master assassin of this hideout is dead. I believe there is another assassin here somewhere, just not sure exactly where.
We are wavering. Spell must go here.
And guys, I just gotta say, I absolutely love this faction. It's not big, it's not elaborate, but it is fun and thematic. And you guys know that that's what I love to play on this channel.
We strike each other in the fray!
Ooh.
They squirt fear must come.
Now this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about when I say that I miss the older Total Wars. These units, all, you know, they're kind of retreating to the center. And I think that's how they should play. You give us these massive cities, they should be falling back as they're losing. Right? And honestly, this is so thematic because the Skaven can't decide whether they want to run away or fight us. And that's real, man. Had the Skaven all swarmed us when we first entered the city instead of being confused, they might have overwhelmed us. But as you can see, that is not what's going to happen here today. These Skaven are done for. And as always, we know which way this battle is swinging at this point, so I will allow the battle to play out, but I will see you back in the campaign map.
We are doomed!
And with that amazing battle, the Skaven are finally defeated. The Jade Sea Pirates have landed in Nippon, and Nipponese history will never be the same. Alright, we're gonna close this out, and of course we're gonna occupy it. Guys, if you like this campaign, then definitely give out or give that mod combo that I put out at the beginning a try. It is really going to make a difference. And definitely include Immortal Empires Expanded, because then you'll get to have this kind of adventure as well. Just looking down at the rest of Nippon, you can see that it is only going to get more fun from here. So definitely go and check it out. But until then, I have been Yin Yang, and to all my friends wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. See you. Thanks again to everyone for watching. I really couldn't do this without the support of my family, friends, and everyone who is helping me take my dream of becoming a content creator to the next level. I believe this channel will only get better as time goes on, so if you want to aid me in this journey, all I ask is you do what the kids say.
Comment, like, and subscribe!
Thanks guys, and we'll see you in the next one.